The guard raises a hand to the back of his neck and removes the tiny dart. But before he realizes what has happened, he keels over unconscious, spread-eagled on the landing platform. You can hear the clatter of running feet echoing across the palace roof. The Dracarim have arrived. You must act quickly if you are to avoid them. Do you wish to search the body of the sleeping guard, or would you rather ignore the guard and rush into the Itikar pen?
I say we run into the tent, so if they run off, we have time to search the body.
The pen, not the tent.
Oh, pen. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
And by the way, I'm very happy we actually succeeded in firing at him. To be honest, I was afraid if we got a low score that we might accidentally end up swallowing the damn thing ourselves and knock ourselves out.
That'll be hilarious.
That would be funny though. Yeah.
And then that was it.
And that's why you breathe in through your nose when trying to pull shit like that. In any case, search the body of a sleeping guard or rush into the Itikar pen.
Into the pen, I would say.
I agree.
Shouldn't we see if the sleeping guard have something we can use in the Itikar pen?
Well-
A bit of a hurry here.
Okay, then let's rush.
The great black bird beats its massive wings, cawing hoarsely through the dome pen. Two black eyes, fierce and cold, fix you with a deadly stare as you edge near to its perch. Grabbing the saddle pommel, you haul yourself up, but suddenly there's a flash of razor-sharp talons. Instinctively, you shield your face as a glint of orange sunlight is caught on the Itikar's curved beak, for it slashed there barely inches above your head. Do you wish to use your animal kinship ability if you have it? I think you have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that. Either that or beat it in the head with the pommel of the sword, but yeah, let us use animal kinship.
Yeah.
It can
It
take.
wouldn't help us very much to beat it. We needed to get out of here.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, sorry, my aggression sometimes gets the better of me.
It can take many years for a rider to tame an Itikar, for by nature they are wild and malicious creatures. Use your Kai skill to communicate with the giant bird, to assure it that you mean no harm. It fixes you with a cold black stare, but you sense that it is no longer hostile. As you settle in its wide saddle, you catch sight of the Dracarim as they stream across the gangplank. Quickly, you lean forward, unhook the anchor rope from the saddle ring, and grab the thick leather reins.
Alright, screeching feather duster, take to the air.
You are jerked backwards in the saddle as the Itikar leaves its perch. It shrieks and caws, its wing beating as loud as thunder. A handful of Dracarim are scattered as if they were ragdolls, as the great black bird emerges from the pen and takes to the sky. You catch a glimpse of a Dracar, his death mask slashed in two by the bird's razor-sharp talons, as he pitches from the landing platform and tumbles to his death in the palace garden far below.
Well, that was a pity for his career.
And picture time.
Alright.
Here we go. Just a moment. Right. Sorry about that. I wasn't sure I pressed the record button enough. And the unfortunate thing with this recording program is I can't see when I'm recording, so I'm always nervous that I'm not pressing the button hard enough. But yeah, in any case, you should have gotten the picture now.
Yeah, I see.
Splat.
Yeah, the thing about it is, I can see a lot of influences in that armor of his, but his helmet just looks like those helmets that the Bobbies wear over in London. Am I the only one who just feels that?
Well, it does make me feel sorry for whomever he lands on.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, nice sword, if a bit runic in its design. Well, anyway, I can sit here admiring armor all day, but yeah. Moving on.
The golden domes of the Grand Palace grow smaller as the Itikar gathers speed. Soon you are passed over the city walls and are heading out towards the shimmering salt flats of Lake Indrahim. The land below is bathed in beautiful orange twilight as the sun slowly sinks behind the Dahir mountains to the west. Elated by your escape, you throw back your head and give voice to a triumphant yell that is carried away on the chill evening wind.
This question is for pansies!
Well, you're already riding on a ginormous black bird. Don't think yelling is going to worsen anything.
I know, and by the way, I feel pity for that bird. Imagine. Warm sun, black feathers, very, very much heat.
I think it's used to it.
Yeah, but I still feel a little pity.
Any case, as if in answer to your cry, an echoing chorus of shrieks pierce the sky. Fear returns to your heart as you catch sight of a flock of crone, hideous leathery winged flyers. Each carries a Drakkarian warrior on its back. They are over a mile behind you, but they are quickly closing the gap. Less than an hour of light remains. If you can evade them a little longer, you may be able to lose them when night falls.
Discretion is for people wiser than I. Just saying.
Yep. You must decide in which direction to fly, for you are now above the center of Lake Inrahim. Consult the map before making your decision. You can either steer the Ithaca south towards the Dahir Pass, or head east towards the town of Chula.
What say you? Chula's the closest, if I'm not mistaken. Or
We have to head in the direction of the Dahir Pass, according to the map I'm looking at, if we're going to reach that tomb.
yeah, that would mean that we have to go to Chula, but yeah, everyone's
No, that
opinion.
would mean we have to go to that pass.
Pass. Where's that pass? Oh, there. The Shadan Pass. Am I
Yeah.
using this correctly?
Dahir Pass.
Dahir Pass down
I
below.
should point out I'm looking at the larger map that I found.
No.
Well, the Dahir map, the Dahir Pass is also on the Basagonian map I linked you up to.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah.
I found it. Chula's up here. And we went back, Harish.
Yeah, Marrakesh. Chula is directly east of Marrakesh.
And the Dahir Pass is directly south.
And you are straight above Lake Inrahim right now. That big
Oh.
white splotch.
Yeah.
Well, we could certainly make a pass of wave up on the bird to the Dahir Pass rather than walking from Chula. Because I don't think it takes nicely to be in a city.
So you also say the Dahir Pass.
Yep.
Right, then it's settled. A terrible shriek rings out above the rush of the wind, filling your head with pain. You're being attacked by a powerful mind blast. But you have Mind Shield, right?
Yep.
Well, then it kinda just fizzles. The Ithaca shudders and frantically twists its head from side to side as the shriek rings out again. Oh, I guess that doesn't have immunity. You sense that the great bird is in agony, racked by the mind blast. As you glance over your shoulder, your stomach becomes knotted with fear. A crone is swooping down to attack. On its back is your adversary, a Vordak, one of the undead and a hideous lieutenant of the Dark Lords. As the crone streaks towards you, the Vordak spreads its red-roped arms and leaps from the saddle. It lands behind you, astride the Ithaca's back, its skeletal fingers sunk deep into your mount's feathered flesh. The shock of the impact throws you forward, and the rein slips from your hands.
Yeah, not the most perfect platform to fight on.
The giant bird screeches in horror and pain as the water grips paralyzes its spine. You must act quickly, for the Ithaca is now plummeting towards the salt plain of Lake Inrahim. Also, we got a picture of the Vordak who just landed. So here's your suddenly unwelcome backseat driver.
So we're going to fight Skeletor now.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, dearie, where's He-Man when you need him?
Inconsiderate murderous ghoul. Jesus.
By the way, you still... Oh, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you. Duke, say something.
Maybe we're supposed to be He-Man. We do have an extremely powerful sword.
Yeah, but we tend to wear more clothing.
Oh,
An actual armor. And a, enchanted silvery helmet. But yeah.
And
In
we
any
have
case-
less companions than He-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you got a point. We're not He-Man.
In any case, you still have the Summersword, right?
Correct.
Yep. I think we have been clutching that thing all throughout this part of the adventure. But, you know, all the guards we have had to kill.
Yep. As you unsheath the Summersword, a vivid golden flame shoots along the blade. The vortex shrieks in terror, its blood-drenched bony fingers clawing at a black iron mace that hangs from its belt. It raises the mace to parry a blow, but the sun sword shears through the iron, a splash of blue flame erupting in its wake. You strike again, curving the golden blade in a great arc. It bites into the vortex's neck, tearing through its unnatural body and severing it diagonally from collarbone to hip. A sickening acidic smell chokes your throat as a fountain of green slime erupts from beneath the red robe. The vortex crumbles and topples from view, its dissolving corpse hissing as it spirals towards Lake Inrahim.
No free rides! Seriously. Also, by the way, the whole spine thing, I hope it can hold out.
Sheathing your sword, you grab the reins and fight to control your injured mount. You have slain the Vortex, but the battle is not yet won. The Ithaca is losing a lot of blood. It could become unconscious at any moment and drop like a stone.
Okay.
Oh dear. You think we can use our healing abilities on it? A healing potion or something?
Suddenly, you spot something in the distance. It is a sight that renews your faith in miracles.
That is.
Emerging from a bank of cloud on the skyline is a flying ship.
A
What?
flying ship?
A flying ship.
Okay.
Well, why not? We are riding on the back of a giant crow, so why not?
It is a... Sorry?
What kind of flying ship is it? Is it a spelljammer or something?
Well, actually it says, it is a small craft no bigger than an Unaram river barge, with two triangular sails swept back either side of its curving prow. In the fading twilight you can make out a long pennant that flutters from its mast. A faint humming reaches your ears. Your first reaction is disbelief. What you're seeing must be a trick of the light, or some fiendish illusion created by the Dark Lords. However, as the ship flows nearer, your sense tells you that it is indeed quite real. And I don't suppose you've ever been given a crystal star pendant?
Let me see if we have that. No.
Right.
No, not really.
You recognize the flag that flies above a fortified platform in the center of the strange craft. It is the crescent and crystal star ensign of the Magician's Guild of Tauron, a city in northern Summerland. The skyship is commanded by a Sumlending wizard, one of your own countrymen. He is a blonde-haired young man dressed in long dark blue robes.
Yeah, I say we take the opportunity to fly close to our ally and land this giant, soon-to-be failing bird.
You are so stunned by the fateful appearance of the craft that you fail to notice the blood seeping from the Ithaca's mouth.
Really?
Oh,
We were just ogling at the ship and not noticing the fact that our bird is coughing up blood.
Rana, if a giant ship sailed out of a nearby cloud while you were riding on a giant crow pursued by a horde of wyverns ridden by Skeletors, wouldn't you take the time to stare?
I think so, but yeah, I think I would just. Yeah, I will probably just stay
Of course you
there.
The creature is near to death. Suddenly, the great bird lets out a pitiful and agonizing caw. Its wing stiffens, and its head falls limply towards as the last flicker of life escapes from its torn body. You are pitched forward, and your stomach heaves as you plummet towards Lake Inrahim. Roll the die!
Yeah, please get me out of my nightmare, please.
1.
Shit.